So you've been looking to grow sweet peas. Did you know the best time to start your sweet peas is actually in the autumn months? So you can sow sweet peas in the spring, or you can sow them in October to November. And that gives you a bit of a head start on the following season of growth. So you'll actually get stronger, sturdier plants that will flower a lot sooner as well. All you need to do is sow them into little pots of compost and stand them somewhere outside as well, and just forget about them for the winter months. So I'm going to show you how to sow those here today. Okay, so these are biodegradable pots. So actually when the sweet peas grow, I'll be able to plant the whole pot and the plant into the soil outdoors, and it will just biodegrade. A much easier way to plant and a lot healthier for the roots as well, because you're not handling them and potentially damaging them as well. So I'm going to give those pots a little bit of water and then dig a hole into the center of each one, ready to plant my seeds. Okay, so we're going to grow sweet pea blue velvet. So I'm actually going to plant little groups of 3 to 4 seeds in each of those holes, because sweet peas are quite spindly plants, so it's not a bad idea to actually have like 4 as a set as well. So we're going to put 4 seeds into each of these. Now, a lot of people will either soak their sweet pea seed or put a little nick into the coat, because it can often be a little bit tough. But with these, I'm planting into moist compost, so I'm actually going to bypass that. And I don't always nick holes in my seeds anyway, so I'm going to plant those into the moist compost. So little groups of 3 to 4. A couple more there. Here we go. Still got loads of those left. You could always sow a few more in the spring as well, which means you'll have more successional blooming as well. Right, so just going to fill in those holes. And then the most important part is the labeling. Sweet pea blue velvet. Okay, and then these don't need to go in a propagator or anywhere warm. They just need to go outdoors in a cool corner. Once they germinate, you just leave them there. They're going to be completely frost hardy. And then next spring, you will have these lovely, chunky, mature sweet pea plants that are ready to plant out as normal. So once those petunias and geraniums have faded away, there's so much that you can do with your outdoor and indoor containers. Here, we've got some gorgeous cyclamen. These are perfect for the cool season. Now, I've got this new double flowered type, which is great for outdoors. I've got that dressed up with some miniature conifers, some lovely chocolate brown sedum, and some caliciophyllus in this small container. It might look like it's planted quite closely, but actually, during the autumn and the winter, these plants don't grow very quickly, so they can actually cope with being in quite close quarters, and that actually means you can create something a lot more decorative as well. But of course, cyclamen like this can also be used indoors, and this is a new fragrant variety which I've dressed up with a few of this lovely sagina, like a moss type plant, also some ivy and some gorgeous ferns as well, and I rather love that effect. And because it is a fragrant type, I've been enjoying this on my coffee table every evening as well. So 2 different ways that you can use one of the best cool season plants indoors and outdoors. Okay, so in the autumn, you can plant spring bulbs, hyacinths, daffodils, crocus, all of those type of things. But did you know you can also plant some of those spring bulbs indoors, and they don't even need to be in soil? This is a hyacinth glass. It is really amazing because it's got this special curve, which means that you can sit a hyacinth bulb in the top, fill the bottom with water, and it grows. And it creates this most amazing artistic display as well. All we need to do to plant this up is fill the hyacinth vase with water almost up to the first rim. Okay, there we go. And then we need to get a hyacinth bulb. They need to be a specially prepared type of hyacinth bulb. Now you can find those in most garden centers. These will be prepared so that they will flower earlier and in an indoor environment as well. So all you need to do is then place that onto the top of your vase. Make sure that the water is just below the base of the bulb, and that's it. You just need to put this into a dark corner or a cupboard. Within about, say, 4 to 5 weeks, you'll see a little shoot appearing above the top of your bulb. That's when you then bring this into the light and then keep it ideally somewhere in a slightly cool room, well lit, and you'll have lovely sturdy growth and a big flower that appears on the top and a really, really lovely theatre of roots at the bottom of your plant as well. A really, really amazing way to grow a feature for your winter home.